This is Agent Chris from Agents.net in English and Agentinnen in Germany, and I have one more special agent discovered anywhere in the net. Nice to meet you, unknown person.
Hi.
Could it be that you are perhaps a very talented musician?
There's a slight possibility that I could be.
And is there also a slight possibility that you are not only playing very well guitar, piano, and more instruments, but you also have a very nice voice?
I do.
And is there finally a possibility that in some days there will be your first EP?
There is also a possibility about that, yes.
So
on May 9th, my debut EP is gonna be out on all platforms.
In that case, I would say it is nice that you discover yourself, because then let's do an interview with you.
That would be good. That would be nice. So
please show us and show the world without a headscarf and sunglasses who you are.
I'm gonna show you who I am. So I'm Jenny and I'm 20 years old. As you already said, I started in the UK. I live a bit here and there in Europe. I've always been working in Europe. Never been to the States yet. And I'm a musician. I'm an artist. I'm a songwriter and composer and author. I do pretty much everything myself. So from the start, from the very beginning, when I start writing song, I write all the lyrics, I write all the music, I compose everything, and then I play all the instruments. Like usually in my recordings, even like in the EP that's gonna be out in a couple of days, like a week or so. In the recordings of the songs, I play every instrument, so I do everything myself. For this EP, I did also the mix and mastering all by myself. And that's basically what I do. It's something that I like to do because I always find difficult to explain to others what I want. You know, I'm there like for hours thinking about, oh, should I put a bit more gain, or should I put a bit more, like, you know, that thing that I spend hours on, because I know what I want the outcome to be. And so I pretty much I follow every detail of the process in order to get to an outcome that I like. So every step I do it by myself. I started playing, before I started to sing, I started playing the piano at the age of 4 because we have a harpsichord at home, and I started playing that because my father has graduated from the conservatory, and he plays the organ and the cello as well, but he mainly plays the organ and keyboards, like harpsichord, piano, and all types of keyboards. And so he began to teach me how to play the piano and, you know, how to read notation. So I started very early, and then I continued to play the piano for years. Then I tried I was outgrowing it. I felt like it wasn't the right instrument for me. So I started playing a bit of everything. I played the violin, I played wind instruments, I played a bit of everything, and then I discovered the existence of electric guitars and I fell in love with them. And so ever since then, I've been playing guitars, and everything that comes with it. So piano. I continued to play the piano, but guitars, like acoustic guitars, electric guitars, classical guitars, bass guitars, everything.
Wow.
And that was when I was about like 12 or 13. And so I found, like, I changed like a couple of vocal coaches, like others. And then I found the vocal coach I had up until last year. It was last year. Up until last year, and she made me grow very well. Like, she studied jazz and composition. And so I have a bit of an influence from jazz. And I really, like, I can say I really found myself. So the latest thing I published is a cover of the song Moon Age Daydream by David Bowie, which is going to be in the EP as well. But the version that's going to be in the EP is going to be slightly different because I made the mix. Whilst in the version that's already out, I didn't make the mix. Somebody else made it. And perhaps I didn't like it. So I made it again. And so that's the cover, and that really tells the story of where the EP and hopefully my career is going. So I started playing and writing songs which are like glam rock and even a little bit of soul, whilst the other two songs that I have out, they came out last year in 2024. They are a different genre, like completely. I was doing baroque pop, which is like different, or like indie baroque pop rock, something like that. I hate labeling things, so I never know which genre it is. And I was doing this different kind of thing, but I had written an album all in that genre. Like, all the songs were related to each other in a way that, like, you listen to the first one and then the second came, and it was like a story continuing throughout the album. But
it's a continuing history during the album.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that album never came out, surprisingly, because of many things that were going on, and so I never record the entirety of it. And it's still there, but I don't feel like those themes are something I want to tell about anymore.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's ever going to be something. But the thing was, the two songs that are out already are the one, like the first one is the one that was supposed to be the first one in the album, and the last, like the second one is the one that was supposed to be the last one. So it's like the beginning and the end of the story. Like in the first one, which is called Assatin Mark, I talk about a person, and this person is like very perfect, like in every way. Like I find him like flawless. Like I find everything that I want to find in someone, I find it in him. And so I tell a bit of this story, like, oh, he's this, he's that, he's very, like, I really make a description of him. And if you listen to the second one, which is called Utopian Tales, I tell you that was not reality. It was all imaginary. So there's the chorus of that song goes like, could you perchance be sculpted from the fabrics of my cognitions, destined to mirror not but my anticipated essence, in a way that, like, you weren't that perfect, but you were just a reflection of what I was expecting. And so the whole, like, if I ever made the whole thing, it was about telling all of this story. But then finally the first came out and the other came out, which was supposed to be the last, and you found out it was fake. It was all imagination.
Yeah, but that's also a kind of fantasy and creativity. It's so.
Yeah, like I created this character. I can say in the EP that's about to be released, as I said, I'm moving to a new universe, which is like glam rock and soul.
And it is called Stardust Soul. We
It is
have to
called
put the
Stardust.
name.
Yeah.
How did you find that name for the EP?
Well, it's a name I've been having into my mind for like a lot. Because I was like, okay, I need a name that like describes me. It's my first EP. It's the thing I'm gonna present to the world.
Yeah.
And it has to talk about me. Like,
yeah, of course.
How do I talk about me in 3 words? Okay, so what am I? I am a soul. Because I believe we are souls living inside a body. So what am I? I am a soul. And what is my soul made of? My soul is made of stardust, and I've always been sure about that. So that's it, the Stardust Soul. It talks about me.
I think it's a nice title. It's a really, really nice title.
Thank you.
And remembers a little bit on the tradition to David Bowie.
Yeah.
Ziggy Stardust and
Ziggy Stardust, yeah. And in fact, a song from The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust is going to be in the album, which is Moon Age Daydream. So yeah, pretty much like there is a common theme between like my EP and Ziggy Stardust, because we both talk about space and like, you know, space invaders and like stars falling out and crash into Earth and all of this. There's a song in my EP. I'm gonna do a little spoiler alert. There's this song which is called For the World is Hollow and I've Touched the Sky, which is a bit long of a title, but it has its reason, because it's borrowed from an episode from the original series of Star Trek, which I absolutely adore. And there's this scene where there is this man living in what he thought was a meteor, but it wasn't. It was a spaceship. And he found out because they weren't supposed to go to the mountains, but he went to the mountains anyways. He didn't care about the rules. He was a bit like me. I don't care about the rules. Like, if there's a rule, I'm here to break it. So he's not like me. He went to the mountains, which was illegal in that environment. And he touched the sky, and he found out that the sky was fake because it was a spaceship. It was not a planet or anything. It was just a spaceship. So he touched the sky. And then he came back, and he had to die because it was illegal. So he was sentenced to death. But his last words were, "For the world is hollow, and I have touched the sky." And that phrase was really like something I felt very much inside of me, and I said, let's make a song about it. Let's make a song with the phrase. And it talks about stardust, it talks about space. So yeah, I'm a one girl band. When I'm on stage, there's only me on stage. I can actually hold an entire show by myself, because I have backing tracks, which are the instruments. I'm usually on stage with my guitar, which is the Gretsch that you mentioned earlier. I'm on stage with my guitar, and everything else is tracks I played. So it's like having little, like, many tiny me playing all the instruments, and then the big me on stage singing and playing guitar. So yeah, that's like the technical process of what I do. I play all the tracks, and then I have a mix, like a rough mix, like a live mix of everything, and then I go on stage and put myself out with guitar and voice, and that's it. And I design all the costumes, that I wear on stage. So I like, if you're more for like a visual approach, I design everything. So I design the stage. I'm like, okay, so behind me I want this, I want that, and all the clothes I draw them like on paper. Wow. And then I bring the drawings somewhere. And I'm like, I want this, and I find someone who can see you better than me.
You can translate it, sew it, and so on.
Yeah, exactly. Because I can see you, but I'm not good. So I'm like, I bring it somewhere, and I'm like, I want this. And it's usually like, especially now, like after this EP is out, it's gonna be something very bold and very like glam rock style, like, which reminds us of David Bowie, Mark Bolan, that world. And so about shows, I don't have a tour this summer, sadly. I have a release party in Italy, which is going to be 2 days after the release is out. So release is out on May the 9th, and this show, like this release party, is gonna be on May 11th. And it's actually going to be a little venue in northern Italy. And I'm just going to play the songs from the EP and some covers as well, some more covers. I love doing covers. And I love doing my songs as well.
Of course.
And I only have that booked for now. But yeah, I'm looking forward to do more shows, and perhaps I can organize something during the summer.
So the next steps would be, you are wishing to go have the possibility to go on tour.
Yeah.
And to promote and perform in live the EP and a lot of your art.
Yeah. Let people know who I am.
I wish you for the future that you need a headscarf and sunglasses, because you are so well known from everywhere in the world that you are a celebrity and everybody wants a signature and is a fan from you. So a very, very big cross my fingers for you.
Thank you so much. It's really
thank you very much for giving the interview. And Old School said, keep on rocking and stay tuned.
Rocking. Thank you. Thank you for having me and for allowing me to have this opportunity to be here with you today.
Thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.